Hey everyone, this is Darth Bryboy, and just wanted to set up the camera to see if everything's working okay. And just because I felt like making a video with this fucking thing. It's been a while since I've done like a good, fun, sit-down video. I've shot some more serious videos, but I'm taking a break from that type of stuff for a long time. So expect a longer hiatus in terms of serious content. I thought I would just do a simple Black Friday video haul, and we've got a couple of things to show you. Yes, we'll show the big thing. I got this Black Widow figure, one that I've been eyeing for a while. But the problem is it was shipped like shit, and you hear that? There's a piece rattling in there. Not good. So I'm gonna have to unbox this thing, open up that thing of crazy glue I have on this table, and display it. It's just annoying I can't display it in mint condition. If I decide to be an idiot and buy another one of these, then I'll display it somewhere, but I doubt I will. I've also got a few comic books, so fair bit of warning. I may have brought this up in another video, but I'm just bringing it up here because it's more fun to do that. Anyway, we got Darth Vader Volume 1. This is some real solid, dark, disturbing shit when it comes to Darth Vader. It's got a teen rating on it, and it's really some damn good writing in terms of exploring the character of Darth Vader and how, from a psychological perspective, how different he is to Anakin Skywalker. Next we got Volume 2 of this Black Widow series that I started reading last summer. I just wanted to get this because I wanted to continue the storyline that was left off in the first trade paperback of this stuff. Also, most of the time when it comes to this type of comic book stuff, I prefer to get trade paperbacks as opposed to individual issues, because individual issues you gotta take care of more. In fact, I recently bought some comic book stuff, and I'm talking like board and bag and shit like that. You know, let's just cut to that right now. Alright everyone, so these are the bags I got. I'm trying to not cover I can't even think about how to call these things. Oh yeah, the bags. So it's like 100 of them, and unfortunately the thing was kind of pre-ripped. It's a little annoying, and then it also comes with the boards and the receipt. So over winter break I will be very busy getting this stuff in order. And I would take this out, but I don't want it to get wrecked. Actually, how about I just stop the video and then I can just put it back. Alright, so here are the bags. Pretty dope. Now I have to put them back in the fucking envelope. Or get a bin for them. Then we have the board. That's, oh god, I hope this is enough. I don't think this is enough, and that's the scary part. This could be more than I realize it is. But, I know the drawers that I have, and, I might have to buy, more of this stuff. So, yeah, back to the rest of the video. Yeah, I got a bunch of that because I've got two really big dresser-sized drawers worth of comic books, and I'm going to be moving those to a bin so I could take them out and read them easier. Plus, I think it would just be better to preserve the actual comic books, despite a lot of these not being valuable or worth anything. The most valuable it would probably be that giant girl poster from Marvel Adventures The Avengers, which that's one of my favorite comic book posters of all time. Although if you know me, you know the Attack of the 54th Woman poster. It's one of my favorite posters of all time. So there's that. We also got the Death of Superman. I believe this is the issue in which Superman actually dies, so important bit of comic book history, and was $10, which is pretty expensive for a comic book. In terms of my price range, in terms of for an individual comic book, that's expensive for my price range. I don't have the fucking money to go hardcore buying all sorts of rare comics and shit. Also got this reprint of the Amazing Spider-Man #1, and this is another comic poster I'd love to have. There's something truly, truly iconic about this comic cover. It's just, there was also, oh my god, like, there's something really interesting just about how comics like this were structured back in the day. So I'm just looking forward to reading. I love this fucking cover, man. This just is Spider-Man. This cover is Spider-Man. And speaking of which, I got the Fantastic Four #1 here. And what I do like, it's got this on the back, some alternative artwork, which is really, really interesting. Holy shit. I think these are actual reprints of the ads that appeared in the comic. This is one hell of a reprint. And then of course they have the various covers and homages to this cover that came out. Look at this. When you hold something like this, even if it's a reprint, there's just, as a comic book fan, as a fan of superheroes, when you hold like a piece of history, you know, like this is, even though it's not the real thing, it's not an original print, but just looking at the cover, it's like you're holding, you are holding a piece of art, a piece of history here. This comic cover is a true, you know, representation of the history of Marvel and DC Comics. I mean, you're going, what the hell does this have to do with DC? And I admit, my knowledge of DC is far less than my knowledge of Marvel Comics. Maybe this is because Marvel Comics history is more mainstream as opposed to DC Comics history. I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. But when you know just the backstory of how the Fantastic Four got made and what was on Stan Lee's mind, and speaking of which, yeah, Stan Lee. I do have a video on that I'm working on. It's an archived video that's before this look came in. It's got the classic Darth Bravoi. It's got the Metroid hat and the shades, and still trying to find that fucking Metroid hat. Probably not gonna find it. Like another version of it to buy, but can't find it. Yeah, it's Stan Lee, man. I got the Teen Titans Go movie, which is one of his last cameos. It's like he cameoed in Venom. He probably cameoed in Into the Spider-Verse. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Because this is recorded before I've seen Into the Spider-Verse. That I'm seeing in the theater. I skipped Venom because school shit. and I wanted to see it with a friend, but he didn't want to see. He wanted to see it with his family. But yeah, a lot of complications into me seeing Venom. But yeah. What else do I gotta show you? So I just realized, like, the irritation of shooting a ton of videos and then you edit and upload them at different times. Admittedly, the types of videos I make are not the most difficult videos to edit or make. They're the easiest types of videos to make, but it doesn't change the fact that, you think of, what can I do to make this particular video that I'm shooting more engaging? And then you go, shit, I've already shot that for something else, and it would kind of be repetitive as fuck if I incorporated that into this video because another video showed that. Or you try to think, like, just the mindset you gotta be in when you're making YouTube videos, or you're making like a little film. It's crazy. It really is. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt, there are people who are way more talented in the field of video editing, in the field of videography, in the field of photography and filmmaking than I could ever hope to achieve. I mean, I could do my best and maybe try to reach that level if I bust my ass off, but it just takes, it just takes time, and I hope maybe to really get on the master level of my craft. I guess I went into that little spiel of mine because I wanted to pad out the video slightly longer than it was running at. I think I should stop buying movies for a while. Like, oh my fucking god, this has gotten insane. This really has gotten crazy. Yeah. Anyway, live long and prosper and have a nice day.